Alright boys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here and this is the first time you're seeing my face, I'm a Fortnite coach and I'm going to give you all the information you need to know. And in this video we're covering how to prepare for tournaments slash how to get earnings. It's going to be a kind of all-in-one video. It might be a bit long because I'm going to talk some shit right now, okay? I'm going to talk my shit. We're going to bring up some lists of what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about work ethic, mechanics, mentality, and awareness. So a lot of shit that we're going to talk about. So I want to go real in depth. We're not going to talk too much about what you can be doing in game. I do have videos like that, man. And I'm going to put one at the end of the video in a playlist for how to dominate arena. And then there'll be a video recommended to you based on, whatever YouTube decides you'll like watching. So stay tuned till the end to watch that, man. But I want to break down what I want to talk about, okay? I want to talk about work ethic. How hard are you working, man? Do you want earnings or do you hope for earnings? Or are you going to get earnings? What you're thinking in your head, okay? Again, that's more about mentality, and I want to talk a bit more about that later, but what you're thinking in your head is what's going to happen, man. Look, this is coming from someone who doesn't have earnings. So I do my best to tell you how to get earnings, but myself, I haven't got them. I'm telling you what I'm doing to get earnings, okay? A lot of pros won't tell you that because they don't really know, right? What I'm focused on right now, okay, I don't have earnings. What I do have is the knowledge to grow this channel, and that's what I've done. That's a fat W for me, man. I took this channel from 0 subs to over 1,000 subs in 5 months. I'm not taking all credit for that. That's down to you boys as well. And all my TikTok people out there helped out so much. And I'm not taking credit. I'm just saying it was a thing I did. I accomplished something. And when you get one bit of an accomplishment, you start rolling, man. The ball starts going and you're ready to take on everything that's coming at you. For example, this week I've streamed. Okay, my time has gotten taken away from me. Because school reopened, I now lose 6-7 hours of my day, but yet I'm doing twice as much. Explain to me how that's possible. How am I doing twice as much with half the time? I'm just grinding, man. I am grinding. I am losing out on Fortnite, and I'm upset about that. I'm not getting the practice I want, and I just can't find a way to break out of this loop I'm in, and I'm upset about that. But then a mentality comes back in, and awareness comes back in. So I guess I don't really have any categories to, stages I'm going to talk about this video. I'm just going to throw in. This is more of a vent video to help you guys just really truly be aware of what you need to do to get earnings, man. It's not just like play your best, show up. It's literally, I would say, 20% in game, 80% out of game. I'm being dead serious, man. Like mechanics are a big part, but when you have the most mechanical player right beside the next most mechanical player and then the next most mechanical player, they're all very great players, but what separates them is what's going on in their head. And I'm not talking about their decisions in game. I'm talking about what time they woke up at, how long they slept, man. Like, right now, I know I can't compete. I'm sleeping 6 hours a day. I'm not refreshed. I don't have the mentality to go into a tournament with good sleep and good energy. So I'm making up for sleep by eating more calories, gaining more energy to, like, kind of balance out the fact I'm not sleeping as much. So there's a lot of L's in there for me. Okay, but the thing is, awareness comes back in. I'm aware of it, so that's okay. Most people aren't aware of it. They're going around saying they're the best player or they're the next up. Realistically, they're not. When you see me saying I'm the best player in the world, when you see me say like, man, where's my earnings? I'm humble, okay, and it's not because I choose to be humble. It's because I know I'm aware. I am not on that upper echelon of players yet. That's confidence coming in right there. I know I want to get up on that list, but until I'm on that list and until everybody else knows I'm on that list, it's going to be a journey for me. And that's why I think I'm qualified to talk about what I'm about to talk about. I know I'm just easing into it. But when it comes down to mechanics, man, like, mechanics are mechanics. You need to be practicing them hard, man. You want to be up on the upper echelon? The average Fortnite player plays between 7 and 9 hours a day. What can you do to, like, compete with that? Now, I have my priorities straight, okay? For me, my priorities is YouTube, Fortnite, and then sleep. This is how it is right now, man. YouTube, Fortnite, sleep, and then school below sleep. Because sleep is more important to me than school. I'm not saying, now I'm putting influence on you boys, but school is important. But for me and the path I've chosen to go down, it's not that important. I'm just doing it, keep everybody in my family happy, That's how I gotta roll. But I would never suggest dropping out of school, man. You gotta stay in school. Don't drop out of school for Fortnite, even if you've got 10k earnings, man. Because money is one thing, but you need to know what to do with that money. Like, for example, I'm going to spit some knowledge out right now. Any money that I do get over the coming months from YouTube, because I'm about to be monetized, hopefully soon, man. I'm not that far off, okay? that money isn't going to spend on Jordans. It's not going to spend on a new Nike jumper. It's not going to spend on like a new keyboard or a new mouse. That shit's getting off of YouTube, back into YouTube. Off of YouTube, back into YouTube. And I'm just going to keep that money circulating because that's how I feel like I want to do with my money. And again, I know you're not interested about my money. You're here to improve a Fortnite. But you got to know 10 steps ahead, man. I know what videos I'm making 2 weeks from now. I know, I'm just saying, man. Like, I know what's happening. If I'm not in front of this screen, I'm asleep. That's a sad life, man. But it's okay with me because I know it's going to pay off later in life. So you got to be okay with that, man. You got to be okay with the dedication. You got to feel guilt. Well, you don't got it, but man, I'm so hungry. I feel guilty when I'm watching a movie. If I'm chilling, I'm like, shit, man, I need to go to work. I'm addicted to doing this work shit, man. I'm addicted to the grind at this stage. I didn't like it at first, but now I'm in it, man. I might as well keep going. And that's the vibe I'm feeling. That's the vibe I'm going to roll with. This is more of an update video than anything, but this is how I'm going to get earnings. Okay, I'm spitting facts out right now. This is how I'm going to get earnings. If you want to do it, you can, but this is how I'm going to do it. First things first, got to have a good, nasty practice routine. Nasty. I mean, absolutely compact. As much versatility. I think that's the word. Versatile. Whatever, man. You got to have different variants. You can't just do edit course, edit course, edit course. Free build, free build, free build. Box fight, box fight, box fight. You need to be kind of taking everything into account. You need to go from playing W key games to scrims. Scrims are very important. Zone wars are very good. You can get some stacked zone wars, 50 player zone wars stacked to the max with good players. Gucci. What else, man? You got to be practicing alone. You got to be improving as a solo, improving as a duo, improving as a trio, building chemistry. There's so much that goes into it, man, but how do you know you're improving? How do you know you're going towards that earnings potential? You'll feel yourself improving mechanically, but how do you know you're improving in your head? Also, outside of game, you got to be consuming as much knowledge as possible. That's how you go from the next level. That's why I'm saying it's more of a 70% out of game, 20% in game. You can have all the mechanics in game, but when, for example, Billy learns a new video and it shows him how to exploit into your box, and he's about to pull that on you, not only do you not know how to defend it, but Billy gets in your box and hits you. He might not kill you because you're a good player, but he's still going to get in the box and, change the odds of that fight. So I'm telling you, you got to be prepared and be aware of the meta. Okay, the meta is so important in a game, and the meta is always shifting. Okay, example, they put in the tires the other week, man. I know you're seeing this in a mall, but they put out the tires yesterday for me. Okay, so this when I'm recording this, the day after they put tires in, and it's going up next week. That's how much of a grind I'm on. But anyway, regardless, that's a new meta change. There's going to be new things where you can exploit into people's box. I'm calling it right now, man. Where you can exploit into people's box. By the time you're seeing this, it's probably already a thing. But you got to be aware of that shit. You got to test out stuff. If you spend 20 minutes testing out stuff and don't find anything, that doesn't mean you didn't benefit from testing out them tires. That doesn't mean it's a waste of time. That means that if you see someone at your wall with a pair of tires trying to get in your box, you know it doesn't work, so you get a free shot off. And I'm saying those little advantages will pay off in tournaments. Okay? I know this video doesn't seem to have much point, but I'm just trying to get your mind going, okay? I'm trying to get you in the zone right now. I'm trying to motivate you. Mechanics are important, man, but you gotta have it in here and in your head on what you want to do. Like, you want earnings. When do you want earnings by? How much earnings do you want? Okay, do you just want earnings? Because you gotta put a deadline on that shit, man. I had a deadline to hit 1,000 subs by June. I had 6 months to pull in 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs. That's 1,000 people that watch me. How did I do it? I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I knew I needed to get it by that deadline. As long as I knew what I had to do, how to do it comes later. That's the way your brain works. You tell your brain, hey, I want to get earnings, and as specific as possible, like this. I want to get earnings by Christmas in FNCS. So now you know, okay, I need to focus on FNCS, which means I need to focus trios. Your brain does all that shit for you, man. You just need to know what you want, identify it, go to sleep. Before you go to sleep, tell your brain, hey, fix this shit out for me, man. Figure out what's happening. When are we doing it? What's happening? How are we practicing? And then you'll wake up with the answers, man. I shit you not. It might not be the day, the day after. It might be a week after, but you'll notice it, man, because you're aware. When you're looking for shit, it tends to find you, man. I don't grind. The grind finds me. That's literally fucking facts. Okay? Mentality is important. If you get griefed in a tournament, you gotta keep that mentality. If you get shit on all day, you have a bad day, put it down as a bad day. Okay? But don't go off. Go and spend 2 hours on a VOD. Watch over what you just got shit on by. Look at how they're playing. Be humble. I'm shit. He's better. If he killed me 10 times, he's more than likely better. take some snippets from his gameplay. Oh shit, that's how he got me. Or, oh, he did a Dorito edit and jumped up and hit me. That's how he did it. He kept right hand peek. Simple shit like that. So that way the next time you're fighting him, okay, and what you should do is actually, if you have one guy in your friend group, okay, and he's cracked out of his mind, he's a little Justin, okay, let's say he can 10-0 you in box fights, and you're good at box fights. What you do is watch over the gameplay, learn his playstyle, because more than likely other players down the line will use moves that he's used on you, and certain frequent, like, you'll notice the pattern, a certain edit that he does a lot, okay? So when he's at your wall next, you can see what edit he does next. You can guess, oh, well, when I was watching his gameplay, he did a window edit. So what is he going to do? Probably a window edit. It's a good place to have your crosshair ready, so when he does do the window edit, you can pre-fire him. You think that's what Clix does? That's what Clix used to do. I'll tell you that right now. Clix used to study the people he was playing. If they were streamers, and he had a good record. I don't know if he still has it or whatnot, but he had a savage record in box fights, and obviously they took the wagers away from him. But that's how he got known, man. He studied everybody. He studied the game. Same way Bugger won the World Cup. But Bugger won the World Cup because of that Barrett, man. He knew how to use that Barrett better than everybody else, and he knew that is the main weapon he needs to get down. For his playstyle to work, he needed to get that down. And sometimes it's not about what you like or what you want, but it's about what you have to do. If something's overpowered, aka the primal, sometimes you gotta just use it. You might not like using it, might not feel good, but if you get kills with it, it's worth using. And I don't know if that's a good statement to use, because I don't like the primal. I think the pump is better. Off numbers, it's kind of a 50-50 for me, because you get that one hit with the pump, and your playstyle is good long range, you might be able to win that fight very easily if you just don't let that guy with the primal get in your box. That's all I'm saying. Now look, this video is running for 11 minutes, and I don't know if there's many people still here, man, so if you want to comment down below, goated, go for it, man, goated with a goat emoji, I'll get back to you down there, but I don't know if this video is going to help a lot of people. I'm just trying to put out some facts, some things, some awareness. That's how you got to be thinking, man. You got to get in the bag. Not even get in the bag, be the bag. But yeah, man, I'm done with this. Hopefully it helps some people. I don't know. Let me know down below, I'm guessing, man. Hit a like button or something. I don't know. Different style of video. See what you think.